Tonight at 9, recovery underway after a rare string of tornadoes plows through Maryland, taking down trees and power lines and splitting homes.
It was a big boom, and you knew that they had lost power.
Well, I saw the damage of tornadoes, but I never was this close to one.
Tonight, survivors relive those harrowing moments those twisters touched down. Plus, hunting down a triple murder suspect. The search ramps up for a woman suspected of killing 3 of her elderly roommates. We're in Spotsylvania County as that investigation unfolds. And D.C. leaders trying to tackle the recent rise of mopeds on the roads. Find out if you're at risk of having your electric scooter towed.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Shocking images out of Maryland tonight after that rare tornado outbreak ravaged the region, tearing down trees, crushing homes, and leaving at least 5 people injured, along with a whole lot of cleanup. The National Weather Service confirms tonight at least 5 tornadoes touched down across Maryland, along with 1 tornado in Loudoun County and another tornado in Berkeley County, West Virginia. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. We are bringing you live team coverage tonight, taking you with us inside those communities in Montgomery County that are left reeling. Our Mario Carbone standing by in Poolesville, Daniel Hamburg in Gaithersburg. But first, Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb. Janessa, this was certainly a historic weather night.
Yeah, I'm actually off screen so you can see exactly the tornado that has been rated the highest out of the 7 so far. I want to make this very clear that the National Weather Service is not done surveying the damage. It has become dark, and so they need a little bit more time, but out of the 7 they have confirmed, it is central Montgomery County. Here's the stats here. 7 officially coming in just in the last 15 to 20 minutes here. The strongest, we had multiple EF1s that were rated at a 5 EF1s and 2 EF0s that had sustained winds of 105 miles per hour. The reason why Poolesville and Gaithersburg were the highest is because it had a path of over 12 miles. This coming in from the National Weather Service. Yesterday when I was talking to you, we said almost a 60-mile path. They are now confirming that those were separate tornadoes that made their way across the region. Here's how they scaled things with EF1. Folks, we are talking about a strong EF1. We were very close where 105 to 110, we would have been at almost at an EF2 situation, and so these are high EF1s across the region. Here's the stats with 22 tornado warnings issued across the entire DMV. This was the 4th most in a calendar day, and so they are going to continue to go out tomorrow. There is potential that we could have more confirmations, but at this time, because it's dark, they do need a little bit more time. Severe thunderstorm watch has now been canceled. We are now in the clear, and we do have better conditions. I have your full forecast. It's coming up.
All right, Janessa, we'll see you then. Our team coverage continues now in Gaithersburg, one of the hardest hit areas from the storm. You can see here in this dramatic video, branches down, homes destroyed by that fast moving tornado there. You can just see it. Just pretty wild indeed. The branches down and some of that storm caught by a storm chaser there. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg nearby where that video was taken on Dogwood Drive. And Daniel, crews spent all day cleaning up. Neighbors there are still processing what happened.
Yeah, Chris, the damage is quite extensive, and crews right behind me, I don't know if you can hear, are still at work fixing, boarding up this house right here that was just completely taken down by several trees in this area. The man who shot the video just 3 blocks away shows the extensive tornadic energy in the area. Incredible video shows a transformer blowing and debris flying everywhere at the intersection of South Summit Avenue and 355 Wednesday night.
You just hear like a big gust of wind coming by, and then it kind of sounded like a freight train, like people say.
Mark Monis has wanted to chase tornadoes since he was a kid, and as it touched down, he jumped at the opportunity.
Oh my God. It's just incredible because I know like tornadoes can do a lot of damage to houses, and thankfully it wasn't as strong as I thought it was.
The National Weather Service tracked multiple tornadoes from Leesburg to north of Baltimore.
What happens a lot is these tornadoes will skip through, they'll touch down briefly, they'll pick back up, they'll go 4 or 5 miles, drop down again, and do damage.
With winds up to 105 miles per hour, 5 people were injured and at least 5 homes heavily impacted.
Debris everywhere, everywhere. Our backyard, you can't even see half of the grass. It's covered so much.
As neighbors help one another and professional crews clean up the debris, most are grateful to be unharmed.
Could have been a lot worse. You can repair houses and you can replace cars. Can't fix a broken, family member stuff.
And so, of course, there is still a lot of cleanup to do. And as you heard Janessa say, there's still a lot of damage to be surveyed by the National Weather Service. So people in this neighborhood have been looking up and down the street all day to see what's been going on. Again, thankfully, more people were not hurt. We're live in Gaithersburg. Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Yeah, thankful indeed, Daniel. Thanks. Our second confirmed tornado hitting Poolesville last night. That tornado moving through the area around 7:35, taking down trees and power lines and sending so much debris flying. You see in these stunning videos here from last night. Our Mariel Carbone continues our team coverage along Whites Ferry Road in Poolesville. And Mariel, one farm there really particularly hit hard.
Yeah, Chris, it was Tudor Farm. That's where we're at right now. Right now I'm standing in where the fence line used to be. That's been taken out, and you can see the tops of these trees just ripped apart. As we walk onto the property, you can kind of see that path they believe the tornado came through. All of these trees in a line just taken out. The homeowner out here tells me he was shocked to see the damage when he finally had a chance to look outside.
I was sitting in the family room area reading when my cell phone came on with warnings about possible tornadoes.
That's when Milton Andrews took cover in his safe room at Tudor Farm.
Then when it got kind of loud here with the wind and I could hear the trees kind of whistling.
After the storm passed,
we came up and I was greeted with all these trees down. I mean, it was just a shock.
Andrews estimates he lost 20 to 30 trees in the storm. Limbs split in half, fencing tossed around the property.
They literally fell all different directions.
Wow. So
there was just this twisting motion.
That's getting skinnier at the bottom. It's moving now.
Viewer Sandy Waterman shared this video with us. The tornado as it moved through Poolesville.
Truthfully, didn't expect there would actually be a tornado on the property.
He expects it'll take more than a week to clear the debris, with crews already hard at work. He's just thankful everyone is okay.
No people were hurt, no horses were injured.
Yeah.
So, that's what's important. All of this is a shame, but, we'll get it taken care of.
And Andrews is actually from Oklahoma. He tells me he had to move all the way to Maryland to actually be impacted by a tornado. Now, Chris, as we mentioned, the cleanup continues and he's still searching for some more items. In fact, this morning he said he found some patio furniture blown across the street. So expecting to still find some odds and ends as he continues searching across his property. Reporting live in Poolesville tonight, I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
DC News Now is your local election headquarters. The Democratic nomination for Ward 7's crowded DC council race has been called. Wendell Felder is the projected winner. That according to the AP. He secured 24% of the votes. Ebony Payne and Ebony Rose Thompson both trailed behind him with 20% of votes. If officially declared winner, Felder will take the DC council seat in January, replacing retiring council member Vincent Gray. Well, developing now at 9, police are working to find the 23-year-old woman accused of killing her older roommates in Spotsylvania County. So far, the sheriff's office has been tight-lipped about the investigation into the murders. But as our Max Marcillo reports, new details are coming out as they ask the community for help finding her.
It was at this house just behind me where Spotsylvania County Sheriff's deputies came late Tuesday night to do a welfare check. But when they got here, they saw what they're calling a heinous crime had been committed. Up this gravel road on White Street Court, not far from Route 17 in Fredericksburg, this home was where 60-year-old Gregory Powell, 65-year-old Carol Reese, and 77-year-old Robert McGuire all lived. The county sheriff says this woman, Alyssa Venable, allegedly killed all 3 roommates. Now, details are very limited. We don't know how they were allegedly killed. The sheriff's office just said upper body trauma. We also don't know why, and we don't know where Alyssa Venable is now. In this new wanted poster shared Thursday, the sheriff's office says Venable may have shaved her head in an attempt to evade detection. They also said she could be driving a 2009 Honda Civic, Virginia plates TRK 7451. We spoke with a neighbor off camera just to get a sense of what it's been like in this small rural neighborhood over the last few days, and he admitted that they really didn't know what was going on, especially not that first night. He says it wasn't until the next morning when he spoke with the sheriff's deputy, asked what was going on, and that deputy told him that 3 people had been murdered. That neighbor also told us in his observation people have kind of moved in and out of this home for the last few years, so he didn't know the people who were living here on Tuesday. Now, as for Venable, it was less than a month ago that she was arrested here in Spotsylvania County on a misdemeanor assault and battery charge. We wanted to learn a little bit more about that case and the investigation into this alleged murder. We reached out to the sheriff's office multiple times, but have not heard back. Reporting in Spotsylvania County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
We have new details tonight. A Maryland teenager accused of plotting mass shootings at 2 Rockville schools has now been indicted. 18-year-old Alex Yee is set to appear in court for a hearing tomorrow. Montgomery County police arrested Yee back in April. Now, according to investigators, he wrote a 129-page manifesto detailing his plan to shoot up Wooten High School and Lakewood Elementary. As for tomorrow's hearing, we plan to pass along any updates as they come in. The Virginia Department of Health is investigating multiple cases of people getting sick after Memorial Day weekend. These cases involve people who swam in Lake Anna and have been diagnosed with E. coli infections. Symptoms include vomiting, fever, and chills. In some severe cases, it can lead to damaged organs. Now, potential causes of the illness include lake water and food exposures. They're being investigated. This is a developing story. Be sure to stay with us for any updates. Electric scooter riders in D.C., well, watch out. The district is cracking down on unregistered moped drivers. This week, MPD launched Operation Ride Right. 17 mopeds have been towed and 5 arrests have been made for drivers without a permit. You may see food delivery drivers using mopeds, and police are making it clear the operation is not targeting those workers or any other group specifically.
We want to create a very safe environment, and we're not trying to get, a lot of this is for food delivery. We're not trying to hurt anyone's business, but you know, if you want to get your food there safely, or you want to go to the next, make that money, you have to be safe.
Police are encouraging drivers to check the DMV's website to make sure registration is up to date, as well as proof of insurance.